6:29. We'll give everybody a couple of minutes. I always like to start us early. Usually I have some light banter, but that's not happening because I'm alone. I'm solo. I'm Obi-Wan Solo Kenobi. Unfortunately, and I'll explain in another minute or so. I'll just let everybody, as I do, I'll pretend like I'm doing my administrative work, getting ready for the show. Testing. Oh, we're at 6:30. I like to give everybody a minute or two to, like I always say on every show, get your TV dinners, get your pot pies, your TV prepared shows, what you like to get in front. Put the remote control down. Put your phones down. Put all of your technology away, except for what streams the Steve Squared Show, of course. That's what you want to be locked into right now after a dismal, dreary, gloomy Monday. What do? You come to the Steve Squared Show for some entertainment, for some laughs, a moment to get away and enjoy some rants and some trivia. Of course, I'll be doing the show tonight solo. Lucky you squares out there, because my partners in crime are MIA. As we know, Emily is, I think she's doing stage managing a show, which I actually heard is actually not happening, so I have to speak with her. And Steve, of course, is always somewhere in the abyss. I haven't located him. I hope everything is okay. We have people looking for him. They're searching. But I don't want you to worry about that. Don't worry where Emily is. She's there. Steve is somewhere out there. What you have right now is you have me. Funny man Stevie K. And of course, why don't we got a great show for you tonight. Oh boy, I'm going to make your Monday great. So maybe you just got home, you just got told you were let go from your job. You were just fired. You got home, then you went home and you played your messages, you checked your phone, and you just got your mate just broke up with you. All right, so now 2 for 2, right? You lost your job, you lost your girlfriend, your boyfriend. Things are just falling apart all over the place. Don't fret. You say, let me take a moment and watch the Steve Squared Show, and everything will be okay. Then you can go back to your trouble in an hour. That's what I always do. So why don't we open the show with a little bit. I like to open the show with a theme of what the show is going to be about. So let's see what we got here. Oh, I like that. That sounds nice. Okay, taking you back.
Welcome back.
Oh yeah.
Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back.
Remember that one?
To that same old place that you laughed about.
I'm sure I'll be thrown off the air, but who cares? It's Monday, May something. I think you're supposed to snap. There you go. Little clap. All right. That's it. All right. That is Welcome Back by John Sebastian, the great John Sebastian. And welcome to the Steve Squared Show. I'm your host, Funny Man Stevie K, broadcasting to you live from Govs Radio, where you get all of your wonderful Govs Radio shows, like Knock 'em Dead Comedy with Tony and Sally, and a whole bunch of others. Georgia Rose giving you some of her good astrological tips. And we got a mess of shows. Go on govsradio.com, check them all out. They're great. But right now, lock into the Steve Squared Show. Like I said a minute or two ago, I'm going solo, which I should have done years ago. Steve has been just drudging onto my coattails, and then Emily, they were an albatross around my neck, if you will. So today I feel free. I want you all to feel free. Get that gum off your shoe today. And it's a new beginning. It's May. The weather is gloomy, of course. Isn't April showers supposed to bring May flowers? I see gloom and gray outside. But don't worry, it will come because you have the Steve Squared Show to liven your day. And boy, I'll tell you, we got some really good stuff today. There was uh, before I get into all what we're going to talk about, and if you looked at some of the posts, what I posted about, we have our special year. We're gonna lock in on 1976. Oh, the bicentennial year. I got some good things and facts and interesting stuff I looked up from that year. So grab your bell bottoms and your long hair and tambourine, and we'll be doing some 76 reminiscing. I got some Mother's Day gift ideas, last minute Mother's Day gift ideas. You're in a panic. Mother's Day is coming. In case you didn't know, it's coming at the end of this week. I believe it's on Sunday. Did you know Mother's Day officially became, I guess, a holiday? When I think it was 1914. Woodrow Wilson, the great Woodrow Wilson, President Woodrow Wilson, if you will, declared it a national holiday and recognized moms all over the place and women, which is a great day. I'm still waiting for the president that will get us Son's Day. What about a Son's Day, right? Or a Brother's Day?
Wrong.
That's not wrong.
Wrong.
I don't think so.
Set up lines of cocaine.
That's not true.
With your daughter, and the two of you do lines of cocaine.
Yes.
That's not true. Anyway, we're going to give you some Mother's Day gift ideas. I more have the don'ts. Here, I'll treat out a couple of don'ts. Let me leak a few out for you right away. Take the tags off your gifts. It's very, very tacky to leave the tags on your gift, especially if it's from TJ Maxx, Marshalls, or CVS.
You're tacky and I hate you.
That's true. You don't want to hear that.
You're tacky and I hate you.
That would be sad. So, anyway, we want to get away from that. And before we get into 1976, I have to share this with you. I'm going to give it a second. So I have two problems that I have to share with you. Two rants, two things to get off my chest for Monday. And you know how it goes. I always have a problem with Mondays. And do I have a problem with Mondays? Not really. I mean, sometimes I do. But I got these things in the mail. I don't know if you could see them, but can you see this here? This is from the Bradford Exchange. Remember I talked to you about this on last week's show? I said they haven't stopped bothering me. They're continuously sending me paraphernalia to buy their crap coins. Here's the Star Wars coin and the Apollo coin, which if they looked at their records, they would understand I actually purchased already. That was the whole point of starting with them. I purchased this from my mom. So apparently they don't take no for an answer. This is going to have to. I never thought that a nice, sweet gift from my mom would turn into legal court battles, but apparently that's where we're headed. So let me put the Bradford Exchange over there, and
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
That's true. And my other little tidbit, let me share what I did over the weekend. So here, I'll put it up in front of you. Let me show you what I got here. Let me see if I can give you guys a little tidbit of what I was doing. Okay, you got your hammer and nails. So here's your hammer, here's your nails, and here's your injury. Right there. You see the pinky? There's it. It's all bandaged up. So, unfortunately, I like to do projects with my dad. We're doing some work outside on the deck. So we want to make it nice for Mother's Day, Father's Day, this summer. So we had to renovate the deck, and my dad is the real construction guy. He retired electrician. He does construction. He builds everything. He's doing the models. We had him on the show once. He's really good at that stuff. I, on the other hand, have obviously almost sliced off my pinky, but I'm helping. I'm doing a pretty good job, and apparently another problem. You see, my dad he's a lot tougher than me. We have these giant I spoke about this. They're called carpenter bees. If anybody knows how to get rid of these things, please contact the Steve Squared Show. They're about the size of a small bird, and they buzz. I don't do well with anything that I'm not this nature, sleep under the stars, camping, really type of. No, that's not me. I like hot showers. I like minestrone soup. I like to sit on a soft couch, maybe velour. I love to be nestled in velour. Anything velour is wonderful. So, unlike my dad, who could put a nail through his hand and not even know, I unfortunately hurt my finger. And my dad's like, I'm looking right away for the workman's comp papers and ready to file a suit against my dad. And my dad's like, let me see what happened. And I show him, and it's bleeding. He doesn't, no caring, no sympathy. He's looking at me like I'm nuts. Like, what are you doing? We got to finish this. I mean, anyway. So we don't have the right nails. My dad sends me, that's another thing. We need lumber and nails. That makes me feel good because there's nothing like on a weekend going to Home Depot and buying wood, buying lumber. I felt like a real builder. You have all the people there, and I don't know what people are doing on Long Island. They must be doing well. People are just building. They're buying lumber and seed and dirt. And I don't know what's happening. I mean, is there that much land that we haven't built on yet? I thought we pretty much built on every square inch, but people are still loading their big trucks with lumber. And I was one of them, I go in there and I talk the lingo. It was very cool. My dad told me what to say. Yeah, I'll take I need a 5/4 by 6. I have no idea what I'm talking about. And the guy slices it up for me. I go to the lumber part and he cuts it down for me. And I'm walking around with the lumber, and then I got to get some nails, which is also fun. So I got my dad. He told me the nails to get, and I love the disclaimer they put on the back, which this is perfect for me. It says here's the warning. It says, do not put nails or screws in your mouth. Do not put them in your mouth. They didn't have to waste space on here to tell me that. I will not usually put a nail or screw in my mouth, but I understand what they're saying. Some people hold it while they're, I'm pretty good on that. So anyway, we got some of the work done. I was pretty proud of the work I was able to do, short of losing a pinky, and so I felt like a real guy. I felt like a guy. I mean, I'm usually a writer. I do comedy. It's not really guy things. I needed to feel, get my hands dirty, do something building, and hopefully that'll be that, and I won't have to do that again. Anyway, moving right along. So let's dig into Mother's Day, shall we? Let's find out what we can get our mothers, what we can get those mothers, those freaking mothers. Seems like it's always Mother's Day. It's always Mother's Day, birthdays. I don't understand. Every day it's something. Can't have a day left alone. So you can go under myfacebobblehead.com, myfacebobblehead.com, send your mom's picture in, and they'll make a bobblehead of her. And she can display that lovely at the holiday season with her head bobbing back and forth like that, and makes a beautiful gift. I think it's only $14.99 for a mother's bobblehead. You can also get your mom's face on the My Pillow. So you could do two things for the price of one. You can get your mom one of those fake My Pillow guys. I think I had a thing from that My Pillow guy. Did I?
Hold it there, Cracker Boy. I'm not finished.
That's not the My Pillow guy. But anyway, the My Pillow guy, you can get your mom's face on that. And pretty nice. I think it would be nice for a nice gift. Like I said already, please take the tags off. Don't go into CVS, get your mom like some piece of crap chain, and then leave the CVS tag on that says $6.99. Don't do it. Don't get mugs. I'm tired of mugs that say cute sayings. Stop with the mugs. I don't. Let's see what else you can get your mom. I had some other good ideas. Well, what do we got here? Let me see what I got. I might have something for your moms. Hold on a second. Do I have a mom's gift idea? Now, you could get your mom. I mean, there's lots of things you can that you can get your mom. I'm going to give you some tips. Did you know this is interesting? The most phone calls are made on Mother's Day. Did you know that? There is the highest phone call, up by 35% than any other day, any other holiday, is on Mother's Day. Everybody's calling to wish their mothers a happy Mother's Day or whatever. Then they put her right back. It's always sad. They go visit the mother. You drudge her around town and whatever. And then you just put her away for till the next year. Put her back. So sad. And I don't even get a day. So who am I talking about? But with the new legalization of pot, you can get your mom a subscription to the Pot of the Month Club. Now, I don't think this is a flower pot. I believe you can get your mom a monthly subscription for marijuana.
I don't know how that marijuana got in my car.
That's always nice. I think you should get your mom a family vacation, a fam vacay, but by herself. Give her the vacation away from the family. Send her off somewhere, and she would enjoy that. So, obviously, not a lot of tips I could give you people, but anyway, it's something, to... Let's put that over there. Not a lot of help for the mothers. But I think just, take her to get a nice meal, nice restaurant or something like that. Late last night, I'm watching, I don't know what I was watching. Oh, The Mayor of Easttown. I've been really into that series on HBO. The Mayor of Easttown. She's playing this detective in this rural Pennsylvania town investigating a murder. It's actually pretty good. I usually don't like things like that. But who doesn't like Kate Winslet? Oh boy, fantastic, and she's very good in it. So after it ends, I'm flipping around. I see this infomercial. I love the infomercials, and this is, let me get this right, the titanium trim. So the guys are cut. They're like, today's more than ever, men are getting their hair cut at home, or they're cutting their own hair. I didn't know this. I'm going to get a haircut, but okay. You want to play this card? Okay. Sell your crap. So the titanium trim is a comb that cuts your hair. So the guy's going like this, and he's combing his hair, and the hair's falling out all over the place. He's not even looking. He's like, I've never gotten such a great haircut in my life. He's just doing this, and he's cutting his hair. Maybe you want to get that for your mom for Mother's Day, the titanium trim. She can cut her own hair. It said it was for men, but I don't know. But that terrible idea. I mean, what are they doing? I have so many better ideas than this, and this is actually something. It was selling for $20. It's ridiculous. I'm sorry, but that's just ridiculous. I don't know. Not too happy about that. So, oh my God, this is really bothering me. I'll tell you this story. This happened in New Hampshire. I was reading this story, and it really bothered me. Let's get some... I gotta set this up, because this is just really...
This is unacceptable!
This is hugely unacceptable. Give you another one.
This is unacceptable!
So, you've all heard of this thing, and I see them all over Instagram and TikTok and what have you, Facebook. People having their little gender reveal parties because, of course, they're the most important people. Because everybody wants to know what you're having. Honestly, I could care less. But okay, you want to love yourself that much. It's not enough that you have to post what you have for dinner or some whimsical quote. But now you have to, have some kind of reveal as if you're like, you're opening up King Tut's tomb of gold. And it's, something like that. Like, I don't care what you're having. Unless you just found out you're having a Martian or some kind of alien. I don't care. Okay, good for you. Like you had anything to do with it. But fine. So this stupid couple in New Hampshire, they make a big deal of it. They go to a local quarry and they bring dynamite and they set it off with a color. Okay. It causes a minor avalanche and earthquake in the surrounding town where people's houses shook and the police were called. People were giving reports that there was an earthquake. It was chaos. I don't understand. I mean, what's happened to us? Do we love ourselves that much? Are we that important that we have to reveal these things? I mean, I'm gonna reveal something. I'm gonna maybe I'll post something. I'll reveal something. I'm gonna reveal. I don't know what I had for dinner. Um, how I feel about Steve, my co-host and partner. I'm gonna reveal that. I'm angry that he left me in the lurch tonight. Just left me. He's lounging somewhere, taking the night off. This is unacceptable.
This is
Actually,
This is so unfair!
it's more unfair than anything else. But that was a kind of odd thing. So stop doing these. There was actually one, they had a gender reveal in California that started a forest fire, and actually a woman was killed. So I think this should be one of the strictest penalties for these morons that do this. I'm sorry. It's just ridiculous.
Hold it there, cracker boy. I'm not finished.
That's true. So that's my feelings. Those are my thoughts on that. Pretty interesting though. Yeah, this was this back in 2019. This happened. We have and of course, very exciting. This week, I'll celebrate it early on the Steve Squared Show, and the Steve Squared Show is, by the way, brought to you by Celsius Orange Sparkling Beverage for your energy. This next segment will be brought to you by the Celsius Delicious Frosty Beverage. It is almost Cinco de Mayo. So, I looked into Cinco de Mayo. Very interested. I am a very big history buff, as you all know. And apparently, this happened... What year did Cinco de Mayo happen? 1862. May 5th, 1862. Cinco de Mayo of 1862. The Mexican army defeated the French army. It was the Franco-Mexican War. They beat them 5-4. It was an amazing soccer match. No, it was an actual war. Oh, it was a war. It was not a sporting event. I thought it was a sporting event. You see, I got a bone up on my history. Anyway, it was the Battle of Puebla, and Mexico prevailed. So that is kind of their declaration of independence. That was their Independence Day, if you will. So, as any good nation, what we like to do as Americans and what we enjoy to do, besides posting things of ourselves and telling people how wonderful our lives are and post nonstop and see how many friends and followers and likes we have, we adopted their holiday because if there's an excuse to drink alcohol, we're all in. The U.S. is all in. Let's go, baby. So we, of course, have made it an Americanized thing where we go drinking and do all the things that good Americans do. We'll have a tequila and get sloppy and post it on Instagram and then regret it a day later. So that's okay. That's what we do. But it should be a day recognized. I think that's a wonderful day. Now, it made me think, because I like to focus on a year. I've been doing that for the last couple of shows. We started with 96 a couple of weeks ago, 1996. And then we did, last week we did 1988, I believe. So this week, I'm taking you way back. I'm taking you all the way back. Let's see if you can get the hint. Let's see if I can give you a hint of what was going on during those times. So what was playing during those times? Here we go.
Come on now and meet everybody and hear us. Keeping your head above water, making a wave when you can. Temporary layoff. Good times. Easy credit rip-off. Good times.
Good Times, Partridge Family, all those great 70s shows. 1976. Oh boy, were any of you born yet? Were any of you remember anything from 76? What were you doing if you were born, if you were around? I'll tell you what one particular guy was doing.
Yo, Adrian! Adrian!
Oh, sure. The classic movie that we've all come to love, opened up.
But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. Wrong.
Actually, that is right. That's the great Rocky. And in 1976, going back in time, the great Rocky movie was released. Oh, yeah. Yes, the great Rocky, Sylvester Stallone. He writes, now everybody has, the story has become famous, but Sylvester Stallone, he writes the script. He's really kind of a two-bit actor. He's getting some extra parts. Usually playing a thug, mugging somebody, because he had that tough guy kind of thing. He was actually in Lords of Flatbush with Henry Winkler. It was like an old tough guy movie, but really not going anywhere. And he writes this script. He's got no money, and he writes the script about a boxer, an underdog boxer. That, the story. So he gets somebody to interest in it to possibly purchase it, but they want somebody else to star in the role. They offer him I think it was about $40,000. Big money back in 1975, because this is before 76. And he's like, no way, Jose. I play the role, or nada. He even the dog in the movie, Buttkiss, he sold his dog Buttkiss. That was his actual dog because he needed money. He had no money. So instead of selling out, he said, I'm not doing it unless I play the title role. They finally gave in, and he got the title role, and we know what happened. And he wanted to, as he was making the movie, and now he has money, he wanted to get his dog back. So he found the guy that purchased his dog, and the guy was like, no way, I'm not selling that dog. So he gave the guy a part in his movie, in the movie Rocky, so the guy agreed to give him his dog back. And that guy was Apollo Creed. No, I'm just kidding. That wasn't Carl Weathers, but it was somebody else. I don't know. But yes, so the great Talia Shire, who played Adrian, and just a classic movie. But there were some other movies. Let's see what else we got in '76. That was not the only movie. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest was released, which was a classic. I don't know if you remember One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest with Chris Lloyd. There's a lot of people in that movie, a lot of famous actors. It was a really strange movie. What else? What other films were there? Taxi Driver with Robert De Niro. The classic. You looking at me? You looking at me? Made famous with a very young Jodie Foster. She was probably about 15 or 16 years old. Another great movie. So you had a lot of good movies during that time. You also, as I played for you, we had some good TV shows, All in the Family, Good Times, Partridge Family. I even think I found, you guys, Lucky You, because this is what I do. I don't do anything but prepare for this show. So
I'm from Brooklyn, I'm Italian.
that's true. But let's see what I can find for you. Because during the 70s, there were some pretty interesting commercials and some of our favorite toys that were being marketed. Let's see if you remember this one.
Making things look like bright.
Light bright, the beautiful pictures with light.
Light bright, making things.
The Light Bright. Do you remember the Light Bright? Making things with light. That was big back then in the 70s. There was another great 70s toy that was a favorite of everybody's. Let's see if I can find it. Everybody loved the... let's see if I can find that famous toy that I know some of us loved. It's still... I think it's still around today. Oh, this was a funny commercial.
Good morning, world. Good morning to you. While I'm wearing my...
he was going to say he was wearing his Levi's. That's a Levi's jean commercial. The great bell-bottom Levi's were out, and of course,
Slinky toys are fun toys.
It's Slinky, for fun, it's a wonderful toy. What walks downstairs alone or... Quiet!
yes, even back then in 1976, Judge Judy was screaming at the poor Slinky commercial to shut the hell up. But who wouldn't love to give a kid a wire-coiled piece of metal that they could slice open their wrists with? But it worked sometimes. You throw it down the stairs and it bizz, bizz, bizz. Who doesn't love the Slinky? Oh, look, I have some other things for you here. Look at this. I was able. The big calculator was rocking. Everybody had. I found some 1970s paraphernalia. Or they're not really, but there was the calculators. Look at this thing. Calculators. What else did they have back then? So this is actually pretty cool. This ties into it. I'll deviate a little bit. There's a guy. Let me see what this guy's doing here. Let's see. This guy Charlie Kaplan, and he's got this business started in 2014 called Tapehead City, and what it is he's bringing back tape cassettes. And I was able to locate one for the show. See these things? Look at this thing. And the ribbon would come out and the whole 9 yards, and you put it in. And I actually, tell me I don't do everything for you squares. Look what I found. I was able to locate one of these bad boys, and this is what you played the tape cassette on. One of these very small, compact, giant tape cassette player things. And if it worked, this would open up and you'd put this in and hit play, and you know, it's probably a lot easier on your phone, but the guy's business is actually booming, and it's doing great. And Ariana Grande and Lady Gaga are making their music now available on these crappy tape cassettes, which I'm sure in a week or two from now they'll be in some kind of lawsuit with this guy. But it's fun. I can't open it. I can't. Help me out here. Here's eject. So it's very simple, except the eject button. But lucky for me, I'm going to show off my skills. I got a hammer here. Doesn't open. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Tell me I'm not an outdoorsman or a handyman, if you will. So you see there, it opens up. Can you see? Yeah, look at that. I opened it up, and the tape cassette. How does this work here? It goes in like this. Is that? No, that doesn't look right. There you go. It goes in, right? And then you... That doesn't work. You shut the door. The door's supposed to stay shut. I don't think it's supposed to open like that. And then you hit play, and there you go. So that is... If you want to buy... That might be a nice gift for your mom. You give her some annoying tape cassette that doesn't play. Might be nice. And if you want one of those, you go to Tapehead City, and you'll buy one of these pieces of crap for probably $29.99. Very inexpensive tape cassette for $30, and help Charlie Kaplan get his business going. Yeah, poor Charlie Kaplan. So we talked a little bit. We were on 1976. Did you know that Apple Computer Company, the Apple, yes, the infamous Apple that we all know and love, those Apple people, they formed, Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, those two guys, those two fellas, I'm sure you've heard of them. They formed the Apple Computer Company in their garage. You see, I told my dad, we made our garage into a gym. These guys made it into Apple Computer Company. I told my dad, let's make it into something, but we could still sell, we could make that gym pretty popular. But anyway, so they had Apple Computer Company, and just within a few recent years ago, that little garage business these two guys started is now valued at approximately $700 billion. Is that right? Is that billion? Yeah, 700. Oh, look at that, $700 billion. There you go. At least somebody's making money, right? So
I'll slap the taste out of your mouth. You understand me?
So that was the old thing there. But I'm sure their company will get visited soon.
FBI, open up!
That's true. That probably won't happen. But, so that was, what else happened in 1976? Nadia Comaneci, the great Nadia Comaneci, Romanian gymnast, won 3 gold medals and got 7 perfect scores of a 10. The first gymnast to ever do that in 1976. Of course, it was our bicentennial year, right? We celebrated the bicentennial, which our country, we were 200 years old. Here's another great show that was on television, Kojak, Telly Savalas. Apparently he was a detective, the bald guy, lollipop, Kojak. And the $6 Million Man. That, especially for that time, was very good price. That was a very expensive man, the $6 Million Man, because even back then, $6 million was enormous back in '76. So I believe that was Steve Austin played the $6 Million Man. See, if Steve was here, he would know that. Steve was riveted watching those shows back then. And there was the Bionic Woman too. They made a lovely couple. There was a lot of chemistry going on there. Oh my God, I'm sorry. That's not good.
Wrong.
It's true. But anyway, and here are some of the great toys. I told you some of the toys. The Slinky, Light Bright. Here's a few other toys that were big. The Cher doll. Everybody wanted the Cher doll, and the Sunburn Sunny doll was sold separate. So you can get the two together, but it was called Sunburn Sunny. And you got him sold separate. You couldn't buy the two together. Sold separately. Stretch Armstrong. So you could stretch this Stretch Armstrong toy. The Green Machine, which is a predecessor of the Big Wheel. It was like a little 3-wheeler. Oh, this is good. This was called the Fairchild video game. Fairchild F video game. It was $150, and it came out a year before Atari and any other Nintendos or any other video games. This was really the first video game that came out. It was 150 smacks, and yeah. Now let's see. We got some music here. I'm gonna cue up some of the '70s, and give me a moment here. Let's play a few '70s. Why not? I know I'll get in trouble, but who cares? Here's some '70s music that people were rocking to on their cassettes. Let's see if you recognize this little ditty.
Did you know you can go to Liberty Mutual?
It's always these little, let me see, can't even skip it. Oh, you can actually. All right, here's a song. Let's see if you guys remember this. 1976. I'm already bored. This is the Starland Vocal Band. Oh yeah. Nothing wrong here. Yeah, so what you do is you have your nice romantic night. Oh sure. Right? You get a nice, maybe a little bottle of Monticello Vino. Right? You got the cheese fondue going with the big hair and the bell bottoms. Oh sure. A lot of loving in the 70s. Let's get something better here. Oh, this was a good one. Let's see if you all remember this ditty, or if you don't. This was on everybody's box. This was yeah, here we go. This is Casey and the Sunshine Band. That's a great name. Oh, I like it already. Now, don't worry, I'll be in a lot of trouble for playing all this, but what are you going to do? It's Monday. So, I'm giving proper credit. Casey and the Sunshine Band. Oh, yeah. Get on the floor. Let's dance. This is Shake, 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 and Shake. So that was Shake, Shake, Shake your body, your booty, something like that. And there was a few others. There was Devil Woman, Turn the Beat Around. Everybody knows that one. The Rubber Band Man. So a lot of the cool 70s disco, love song garbage that they had back then. No, it's not bad. Here's something interesting. Well, of course, I'll give you the president back then, Jimmy Carter, the Georgia Peach, Jimmy Carter. Gas, 56 cents a gallon. How would you like that? 56 cents, and you could fill up your Plymouth Arrow that you just bought for $3,000. The old Plymouth Arrow. That sounds like a cool car to have. The Plymouth Arrow. You can get yourself a Zenith 25-inch screen TV. The Zenith 25-inch run you $600. You can get like a 55-inch screen TV now for like $300 at Target. Those are the only things that come down. Wow, look at the rent. An average rent for an apartment, $200 a month. You couldn't even pay your water for that now in an apartment. You couldn't even get a case of Poland Spring water for the month for that. So things have changed. But just a little look into the 1970s. It's a fun time, I guess. A lot different time. But that was what was going on then. So I just wanted to focus on that year. So now we've done 1976, 1988, and 1996. So I don't know what to do next week. If you have a year that you'd like us to focus on, definitely send in your requests to the Steve Squared Show at Govs Radio, or you can tweet us, or you can go on Instagram on the Steve Squared Show, you could go right directly to me. You can go to Stephen R. Kaminsky, Kaminsky, and I'll tell you why. You want to get something done, you go right to me. I'll get it done for you. You don't worry about going through other channels. You message me, you say, Steve, I'd like to focus on 1981. That was the year I was born. Let's do it. All right, I'll do it. I tried to start it off a little flavor, like something in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. I don't know what else to do, because in the 2000s, there was nothing significant. This 70s are kind of disco, funny commercials like we played for you. The 80s is more new wave. It's the whole Madonna. Everything is like Cyndi Lauper. It's a kind of cool 80s vibe. 90s, grunge, rock. Things are, getting into almost modern world as we know it, with computers and media and things like that. And 2000s it's nothing. The last 20 years have just been posting things on Facebook. That's what the 2000s are known for. Posting how many likes can you get? So, and I hope that all of you have given yourselves. That's what you should give your mother for Mother's Day. Give her likes. Don't give her a social media like. Give her a like. Give her a hug. The gift that keeps on giving. But she'll probably ask for more because. And I'll tell you, if you have to return something, do not go to Marshall's. They are the worst store in the history of stores. Every time I walk in there, there's a line to the back of the store. They could be closed, and there's a line to the back of the store. I don't know how. I think they just hire people to just stand on line to make it look like they're busy. How's the store always have a line to the back of the store? TJ Maxx, Target even, better. There's nobody there. You just kind of do whatever. But make sure if you go into it. But most people will probably order something on Amazon. And the standard gift, flowers are always nice. You do something like that. I think the key is just, you want to acknowledge. Don't forget. We're not going to let you forget. I'm going to text every one of my squares. I'm going to send out blasts every day until Sunday. And don't do what most people do. Don't go to CVS or the card store on Mother's Day. It's so demeaning, right? You're with those other people. All the cards are gone, all the good cards, and you have to now get your mom a card in another language, Este mama, something like that. And it's just wrong because you waited too long and all the good cards are gone and everybody's looking at you. And you don't want to look to the left or the right because people, now it's a judgment. It's a total judge fest. They're like, you didn't think enough to even come. Saturday, no. It's on your way to see your mom, you're stopping off, and there's nothing. You're scratching out the in-law part. It says Happy Mother's Day, mother-in-law, and you're like scratching it out, and so it says mom. Don't do it. That's I'm telling you, that's major tacky. Nobody would do that.
You're tacky and I hate you.
You don't want to do it, and it definitely is.
This is.
Yeah, that's very unacceptable. So please take your time. Go right after the Steve Square show. Get yourself a card. You can even send. You know what's really good? My sister does this a lot. You could send people e-cards, which are great. I do that a lot. There's a card. I'll tell you right now. A great site. I have it right here. Card Snacks. Card Snacks. And you can really design some fantastic cards. You can put in some music, put some photos, some videos. It really is a nice thing. Card Snacks. So there you go. I just gave you a little bit of a whatchamacallit, a gift idea to give your mother. Very good. So you have no excuses. The Steve Squared Show has set you up. I have set you up for failure, most likely. But anyway, definitely want to have that nice Mother's Day. Is there a standard Mother's Day meal? Is Mother's Day more of a, my mom, forget the meal, she just wants the margarita. She'll be happy with, I don't care what the meal is, just get me a margarita. She wants a Mother's Day margarita, no doubt. So we'll get her that. Hey, I like to always run through this. This is, actually, did I get... There's a couple things I wanted to let you know what's going on around Long Island. I like to give my around Long Island moment. There's some things going on. This is really good. I think this is fantastic. This is... Who's running this? This is at the Port Jeff Library. And it's free. It's a video vacation of Germany. So what you do is, you go on your computer and you can see Germany. I mean... Do you really need the Port Jefferson Library to do that for you? Can't you just YouTube Germany? Or Google Germany? Or Wikipedia Germany? I don't understand this at all. Why do I want a video vacation of Germany? I don't know if that's where I would want to go virtually. Where would you want to go virtually? I'd like someplace really crazy. I don't know. But, I mean, if you could go anywhere in the world virtually, you would go to, that seems kind of pedantic. I think something more like, just something like Hamanaptra from the Mummy movie, or like something in Tunisia, or something crazy. Something really wild, but okay. Port Jeff is going to do this. They're going to send you on a video vacation. Congratulations, you just won, and there you go. That gets. I'm sorry. That gets a thumbs down from me. Let's see what else we got. Oh, Steve would have loved this at the Longwood Library. They're doing the 60s and they're highlighting the Monkees. Steve is the biggest Monkees fan. Hey with the Monkees, and they're doing a. This is on Monday. This is happening right now. And if any of you dare leave the show and go try to tune into this crap to learn about the Monkees and Davy Jones, I will be very upset. But you just missed it. So I just wanted to let you know it just happened. It actually ended. It's ending right now. They have the nerve to stream this the exact same time the Steve Square Show's on without checking with me. I'm sorry about that. But that was at the Longwood Library. What else is... This is it? There's not a lot going on. Oh my gosh. I saw Suzanne Summers, the great Suzanne Summers, tweeted a picture of herself with her granddaughter. You gotta see this photo of Suzanne Summers. She looks amazing. She's 74 years young. She looks like she did on Three's Company. I don't understand it. Amazing. I didn't post it. I didn't share it, but check it out. She's posted this picture with her granddaughter. She looks like her granddaughter. I mean, she looks probably like her mom. How when the mom and daughter post pictures, she totally does look like that. So you should definitely check that out. If you're interested in making quesadillas, Chef Rob Scott will demonstrate how to make a fajita-style chicken quesadilla for Cinco de Mayo on the library's Facebook page. This is on also the Longwood Library. So Chef Rob Scott will teach you how to make a quesadilla. But don't do that. You know what you should do? Do it. My mom loves the grandma chef, the grandma cook. She's this Italian grandma cook, the Italian grandma. That's what it's called. YouTube her. She's hysterical. She's making her little Italian dishes. The guy they're making the meatballs, and the sausage, and wonderful, wonderful. She's a very fascinating woman to watch. So you can watch that. So Nancy Wilson from Heart just came out with another album, which is great because I'm a big fan of hers. And she's actually, let me tell you, she's got a concert streaming Tuesday, May 11th. So that's next week. And it's a whole thing. It's a discussion. It's about her solo album, You and Me. Where is this? Where is this going to be? I know when it is. It's the Newsday Live Music Series. So if you go to the Newsday Live Music Series, Nancy Wilson from Heart is going to be releasing. She's dropping some of her new songs from her solo album, You and Me. Really good stuff. She also talks about her time with Heart and a lot of things like that. She's, plays all those Crazy on You, and she plays that great guitar solo at the beginning. She's really, really good. That's a group from the 70s, a Heart. I should have played them. Wow, I can't believe it. And she still looks, again, I don't know how these people look tremendous. How do they continue to look tremendous? Here, let me show you. Let me see if you can see this. Let me pop this up. This is Nancy Wilson now. She just turned 102. She looks great. Fantastic. I don't know how they do it. Fantastic. It must be something in the water, or they're using. You know what they're doing? They're buying some of those infomercial products that keeps you looking young. So that's what she's doing.
Hi, my name is Rocky Balboa, the Italian style.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
That's true. Well, now you shouldn't have a case of the Mondays because I have given you some information to keep yourself livened up. We talked a little bit about Mother's Day and things. As you can see, I'm very excited. I'm wearing my New York Knicks hat. Can you see that? Let me give you a little side profile. The Knicks have been playing tremendous basketball. Very exciting. So they're playing tonight, the Memphis Grizzlies, so tune into that on MSG. And, of course, this is also very, I think, possibly exciting. Of course, let me give you I always give you a feature look at my dumbbells, as you can see here. Wait for it, because we're on lag time. Dumbbells. We're definitely going to start posting, at least maybe post the pilot episode that I wrote, and maybe do at least a reading where we can post that. I was been shopping it around, and of course nobody's interested. They get back to you, they're looking. Very tough to break in, even though there's 4,000 different streaming networks. Apparently they have enough content right now, and by the looks of it they don't, because I see the direct they have on, and I'm telling you, they're making a big mistake. But we still got some things in the works, and I'm going to start releasing some of those, so you'll see those either on Instagram, Facebook. We'll throw some of that in, but definitely not TikTok. I got a problem with this stupid TikTok crap. It just, I don't understand. I don't like that either. I'm not a TikTok person. My nephew loves posting things on TikTok. That's more of a, millennial thing. It's not my bag. I don't like that. I have no interest in it. But the kids love it, apparently. So it's fine for that. Not this guy.
Hold it there, cracker boy. I'm not finished.
Oh, you're finished. So that's we got a lot of bit on that. But what else do we got for you? There was something else I was wanted to mention to you guys. So there is a lot of things going on as far as this week has in store. So the early week, first week in May. So we'll be starting off with Cinco de Mayo. So if you're doing a Cinco de Mayo, always celebrate safely and responsibly. You know what? Have yourself a Celsius. Don't run out and get yourself, any alcoholic beverage. This is plenty to have a good time. A Celsius and enjoy. And then, maybe get your mom a case of Celsius. Oh boy, would she enjoy that. They come in all different flavors and just delicious. I think she would like something like that.
Outrageous!
That's true. But maybe she won't like that. This was also, I forgot to almost play this for you guys.
Fresh and clean as a whistle. That's Irish Spring. Fresh and clean as a whistle.
Irish Spring soap was big in 1976. So there was a lot of pretty interesting. And this was this was one of my favorite groups. This is the Filipino group Fanny. I loved them. They never really made it big, but they were so good. Fanny, and that was another group from the 70s. So there was some good music wrapped in there. I was very close. Just the next year, the following year, I missed it by one. Was Saturday Night Fever and Grease were right after 76. They were in 77. So I was toying with doing a year later, but 76 seemed like a nice year because it was the bicentennial, Rocky, things like that. But Welcome Back Kotter, as we played to open the show by John Sebastian, was definitely a really big show back then for John Travolta. That kind of got him his start. And it was funny. He was also kind of on the way out. He got that show, Welcome Back Kotter. Then, of course, the rest is history for John Travolta. But definitely, and if you want to check out that show, definitely, The Mayor of Easttown is my recommendation. Check it out. I have to say, I'm going to call out this book. Here, let me show you quickly. I'm reading this book, and I've told you this before, this book called Fame by Justine Bateman. Mallory from Family Ties. Okay, that was an 80s show. And I'm really not liking it, and I don't know why I keep reading it. Did you ever get a book and you feel like you have to finish reading it even though you don't like it? That's what I feel like. I want to give it, but all she's doing is complaining about being famous, how it's annoying, how people they want autographs, they don't see the real her. I'm sorry. I can't relate to these people that are so bothered by having to write their name on a piece of paper for someone or put their head in a picture and, these poor people. Maybe we should start something for these people. I tell you where they should do it. At the Home Depot or the hardware store. When I'm checking out, this is another thing that I'll leave you with a rant. I always like to leave you with another good rant. I've been ranting a lot lately. So all I want to do is get the hell out of the place. And I got to answer 1,000 questions. Would you like to donate the remainder of... Would you like to round up? My bill was $7.27. Would you like to round up to $8 and give the remaining change to the endangered oxtails of the Uruguay who have been mistreated? I don't think so. I don't think my 78 cents is going to help them be treated better. And then they asked you, are you a rewards member? Again, that's not going to do anything for me. None of this is going to... I just want to leave. And I can't say that because the woman was so nice. She was overly nice, syrupy nice, sweet nice. And I was just my angered, ranting self, and I just said, is there any way I could just leave? Is there any way I could just have my merchandise and leave? I don't want to be part of a movement. I don't want to do anything other than get my product and go back in my car. Do you have to torture me? And then you feel like a loser online because the person behind you, they're like, would you like to help sick kids? endangered animals, people hanging from a cliff. It's just a dime. And I go, no, you know what? No. No thanks. I'm good. I'm good. I want my dime. And then the person behind you, and they give you that look. I'll donate his dime and one for me. Not like that animal, Steve Squared. I know him. But I would give my autograph. Nobody wants it. But if anybody out there wants my autograph, I am more than happy to give it. Not like Justine Bateman and her stupid attitude. I would be the best famous person you ever saw. I would be giving autographs, taking pictures, doing it all. So, just so you all know, I wouldn't change. I would be the same ranting, angered person that you've come to love at Govs Radio and Steve Square. On that note, we are coming to the bewitching hour of 7:30. Boy, time flies with you people. And I am going to close out. And thanks to Steve's information that my favorite restaurant is open now on Mondays, I'm going to duck out of here and get me a piping hot quart of minestrone soup. Oh boy, lucky me, and sit and watch the Knicks. So I hope you have some fun plans yourself. And for myself, for who else? There was really nobody else with me today. For Steve, who's somewhere out there, for Emily, who's also somewhere out there, and for all of my squares. I want to wish all the moms, my mom, everybody, because I won't see you until next Monday, have a wonderful Mother's Day. Take some of my advice. Also, happy Cinco de Mayo for everybody celebrating. Let me see I hope I didn't leave anything out. If I did, well wishes to everyone. Have a wonderful, safe week. Again, don't forget to look out for dumbbells on my Instagram, Stephen R. Kaminsky, or go to Facebook, Steve Kaminsky. You can check that out. I'll post some things over there, Govs Radio, The Steve Squared Show, and everywhere else you can get all your fun entertainment and comedy stylings of Funny Man Stevie K. And once again, for all of us and the great... Yo, Adrian!